It says a low battery. I don't know if this is gonna do good or not. I got a very low battery, I see. And see, I want it to be downstairs. Let's see. Hello. Hello, Marie. I'm sorry I'm late. You guys, I got so much tied up. Hey, Ashley. Ashley in the house. Marie is in the house. You guys, oh my. It's okay. Well, yeah, it is, but you guys won't believe what just happened. Leslie's in the house. You guys, I am so sorry I'm running late and my battery to my phone is not charged. We had got the downstairs done and completed, and then I'm running in here. Helen, how you doing this evening? Helen, I am so sorry. I told you I might have been late, but this was just too much. This was not even, I couldn't even control it. Vanessa's in the house. How you doing, Vanessa? You guys, and I know a lot of people was waiting on us at 5 o'clock, but I'm sorry, I could not help it at all, you guys. I could not help it. I tried. Trust me. I tried. I am still trying to get in here. For some reason, it won't let me in. Everything in the world that possibly could happen is happening, you guys. It's happening. It's crazy. Um, Let me see here. And hold on. So, okay, you guys, I know we're going to have a small, let me see here. Okay. Can everybody see me? I don't know if you can, if you can't. Can everybody see me? Okay. So we got that like that. Can everybody see me? Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I am running late. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Divine. Hey, Tony01. Helen. I'm going to make sure I see everybody in here. Joel. Ashley. King Bay is in the house. Oh, I see your wife is in the house, King Bay. Vanessa Jones. Marie and Ashley and everybody. Okay. And Lawana's in the house. You guys, I'm so sorry I'm late. I knew that I'm it was going to be a possibility for me to be late, but under this was not even in my control. You guys, y'all watched, we were just going to talk about the chicken sandwich. It was nothing, you know, the news, we wasn't going to do the news. The news, but whew, I had some problems. Y'all not gonna believe the problems I just had the last 30 minutes. And I could have came on at 5, but there would have been a lot of things that, hey Kevin Hart, how you doing? Hey Victoria, how are you? That wouldn't have got done that I needed to get done exactly. Actually, I was running late on those, so school bus driver loving kids, how you doing? Everybody's, well, we've got a small room, but it's probably because of me. And you know, I'm so sorry. Fuji's in the house. Okay, you guys. So we do got the basement done. We finally got the internet working on the TV. I didn't make it downstairs because I just wanted to jump on. We were already 35 minutes late. And it's just so much, so much. You guys, oh my goodness. So I'm going to tell you a little bit what just happened. So I woke up late. I took a little nap in the middle of the day. I usually don't even do that. But I woke up late, you know. and I was supposed to pay these bills before 5 o'clock. Well, 5 o'clock hit, and I was just now waking up. So I decided, well, let me just go ahead and just pay what just pay him anyway, just whatever. And I usually call on the phone and pay the bills, right? So the first place I called Discovery. I mean, um, Discover card. And you guys, so I'm paying the bill or whatever. And so we getting ready to get off the phone because they have an automatic thing that you can just call in, tell them whatever, how much you want to pay, this, that, and the other, right? When we're getting ready to get off the phone, because I'm thinking that the payment is done, the automatic thing says your full payment of $2,000, that's what I owe on the whole entire card. Which I was only just trying to make a payment. I wasn't trying to pay it off. Says that it's complete. And I'm like, hey, no, no, no. So, oof, they gave me a headache. Then I'm like, I need to speak to a representative. So a representative gets on there after waiting 10, 15 minutes. And then she says she can't hear, so she hangs up the phone. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. So I'm going to call back and we're going to get this straightened out because I can't let you just take $2,000 out of my account right now. That just can't happen. So I called back, you guys, and waited another 10 minutes and told them, hey, it wasn't supposed to be a full payment. It's supposed to be just a payment. And we got it resolved, but it took some time. They gave me a headache, so I've got a headache, you guys. And my voice is leaving because, you have to do a little yelling and screaming at them because they doing that. So I just want you guys to be aware when you're making those payments, be aware of the tricks that they're doing sometimes. Because it has happened to me before where I went in there to make a payment and they paid a card a completely off, which at the time I had the money in the bank, but I didn't catch it at that time. And I don't know for sure if it was Discover that did it, but they do those tricks and then you be wondering where's your money in the bank and why nobody else got paid and they send back smiling, you know? So, I mean, you owe them, but it's just not the right time to do all of that. Anyway, and make sure they give you a confirmation number and then you write down the time that you called, the date that you called, and make sure that that payment did not go through. If that ever happens to you, do not waste no time. Call them directly right back and take care of it, because they will leave you dry. Anyway, so I should let y'all all know, stay away from him. Oh, school bus driver that loves kids. This is what we're talking about today. And that school bus driver that loves kids gave us this story. He actually gave us the story. I think it was probably maybe about a week ago. So we're running a little late. We're trying to get stories in there, but we're definitely trying to stay on the Malia Davis case. And we're still working on that. Tony O1 says that she does not fool around with those credit cards. Okay, you guys, you know that we are making sure if you see Tony on one in the room, I don't sometimes support some people, but if you are part of our family and everything, and you're growing your channel, we do support our people. We support people that is in this channel. So this is another platform that you guys know that if you got a channel going on, let me know about it. I'll come check out your channel to see if it's something that is it's definitely got to be where if kids got on there, it wouldn't be no problem. And so I have checked out Tony on One's channel, and it plays a little bit of an old school. If you're in the old school thing and you just want some old school, you know, music going on without all that nonsense or whatever. I heard some of seen some of her channel, her display. I'm all over the place. They gave me a headache, you guys. That was the biggest headache I got so quick. Oof, Lord. Lord help me. But go to Tony O1's channel or click on her. Subscribe to her channel, you guys. We share. If we can grow, you guys can grow. I'm just being honest with you. If we grow, you guys can grow. I mean, but it's got to be legit. I don't want to send somebody to someplace and it's I did that one time and I am so sorry. I didn't check out the girl's thing and I thought we just got on here. We started doing that and we found out that just the one time that I went in her room, I was like, whoa. She was telling, she was a Christian, and I don't have a problem with Christian, but not everybody Christian. There's some people that's on this chat that they believe what they believe. They may be Muslim and they may not believe this or believe that, or they may be Jehovah Witness. It doesn't matter to me. If you are, if you're not. I mean, I am a Christian, but I don't badger people to become a Christian. You either gonna get it or you're not gonna get it. Some people do and some people don't. So if your ears are open, you get it, and if your ears are not, that's how we believe. I don't have to badger you. I don't have to trick you into coming in or nothing. You don't have to believe if you don't want to believe. That's on you. If um if the spirit falls on you, it does, and if it don't, it's nothing I can say to make you believe anything else, and I'm not gonna force you. So, but we went to her room, and she was telling everybody, they were gonna go to hell and this, that, and the other. And then some people got a little offended, and I understand that. I get it. So anyway, I don't know what that thing just came on and said. I hope it ain't finna cut me off. Good evening. I see somebody saying good afternoon. Oh, okay. So anyway, um, I did tell you guys I am a Christian, and I've been a Christian for a long time. I think I was a Christian before I even gave my life to the Lord, because it's just all the things that came into it. But anyway, you guys, we're gonna talk about this chicken sandwich. I was gonna try to go get a chicken sandwich today. I was gonna try to go get one, and I hear there was a big line, um, and people are going crazy. What's going on with the chicken sandwich? Now I know that some people say that there's a spell on the chicken sandwich, but I got some information for you guys that I went back and I went doing some research, checking out what's going on, and I'm going to share with you guys. First of all, the person that owns Popeyes, I'm going to explain this to you. I didn't put it in the video earlier, but the person that owned Popeyes, they actually own a lot of other franchise also, and it comes out of Toronto. Now, the thing about it is they're not out of Louisiana, but um, they are, um, they kind of got it mixed up. I don't know if they're still got some left information that they need to take out who used to own. I do know for a fact it used to be they were African American family that used to own Popeyes, but that's not so anymore. There's a lady named Barbara, and I don't know if one of them's the CEO, but they're saying one's named Barbara and one's name, um, their last name is Henry, and one of them I think is white, but I do know one of them. See, they might be just a franchise, and they may own separate ones. So as far as the company in itself with the name is owned by this woman, not a man, but a woman in Toronto, and but the franchise itself, like certain other ones. they could be owned by individuals, but they still have to pay a certain fee to the franchise who owns the whole thing. Well, anyway, you guys, so I don't get off into the debate who owns what. Oh, that's what it says. It says my battery is low. So we may not be here long anyway. So the lady, what happened was, this is what happened, you guys. I guess Chick-fil-A and Popeyes were talking, they were all in competition about this chicken sandwich. And okay, yeah, it freeze. It freeze. There, I guess some don't want us to talk about this chicken sandwich, you guys. I guess they don't want us to talk about the chicken sandwich. But anyway, Popeyes and Chick-fil-A was in a debate about who got the best chicken sandwich. This is how this all started. And so Popeyes, well, Chick-fil-A was known for their chicken to be top notch, as they say. It is some good chicken. It's a little bit expensive. It's some good chicken. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Chick-fil-A. But I like Popeyes chicken too. And I eat more Popeyes chicken. Not because Chick-fil-A Popeyes is better, probably because it's closer to all the places I go and you can find it. And Chick-fil-A is not so much out there as far as Popeyes is out there more. And it's a little bit, I can afford Popeyes. Anyway, so Popeyes and Chick-fil-A said that they were the best. Popeyes said no, and they're not coming in a second. And they were going to prove to them that they were better. So Popeyes told Chick-fil-A that y'all delusional, and you can become second if you want, but they're not becoming second. And they said it's no big deal. Chick-fil-A said it's no big deal. We can tell by the numbers. We can tell by the numbers or whatever, right? Chick-fil-A got a little smart with Popeyes. I guess the CEOs are arguing about whose chicken is better or whatever. So what Chick-fil-A did, now this is what happened, you guys. I'm just gonna share it with you. So Popeyes the CEO being owned by a white woman, and she's an actress too. Her name is Deidre Henry. That's her name, you guys. If you want to look her up, look her up. Her name is Deidre Henry, Derida Henry, spelled Henry. She turns around and tells Chick-fil-A that, you guys are just saying what you're saying. You must be eating those biscuits over there because y'all thirsty. So once she used the slang word thirsty and said that the Popeyes chicken is better than the Chick-fil-A, and this is how this all got started, okay? Chick-fil-A got angry, got upset. Now, you guys know that they were going to take Chick-fil-A out of business at one particular time. I can't remember what happened, but the LGBTQ LMNOP sponsored them, told everybody to go get some chicken, not shut them down. And everybody started going to go get their chicken because they wanted Chick-fil-A to stay in. They wanted people to be able to be pro or whatever. I don't know what that was all about, but the LGBTQ LMNOP community, and I just don't know all the abbreviations anymore. It's so many. I can say the LGBTQ, and then somebody will leave me a comment and say, "Oh, you forgot the C, and you forgot the X," and I don't know it all. I just know that community kind of took and supported the Chick-fil-A, and then they went up, and everything went out the window. And since they did that, they've been having a lot of business. Well, Popeye stepped it up a little bit. She kind of connected with the people by saying, the slang word that, Chick-fil-A was a little thirsty and the biscuits was dry. and they have the best. And once they said that, people started, trying to support Popeyes. So that I hear that sandwich is pretty good. Some people say that there's a spell on the sandwich. Now they are acting kind of a little strange, but that's just like anything. Once it hits and it goes viral, people start a lot of people start going into that, just like licking the ice cream, just like running. Some people were going up to McDonald's and they would grab the ice cream, or they'll take the ice cream, pay for it, and they'll throw it at them and take off. They were doing that. They're just doing all kind of challenges or things, but I don't know about it being a spell. I'm not saying that it couldn't be, because I hear that you can put spells on anything, really. There's people that believe in that black magic and that voodoo. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I believe in it. I believe that it does happen. You can do it. I just don't give it a lot of energy. I just don't put a lot of time into it. And Helen and I, we were talking today, and we talked about some things. We grew up, you guys know, we grew up knowing how, our zodiac signs. I couldn't wait for the paper to come so I could see what my zodiac sign says my day should be. And then, little things, little superstitious things about, a black cat, if it crosses my path. I'm telling you, I didn't want to drive down that street. Or they say sometimes you got to go back. You got to go backwards 13 steps or something. And so we did that. And then, you guys, if a mirror broke, oh my goodness, we would just panic. We would have a conniption fit. And the number one thing that I remember growing up, my parents, my mom and my stepfather brought home this game. It was a Ouija board. And they said that this Ouija board would give you the truth and you can ask it questions. And we would put our hands on the Ouija board. It was a little triangle thing with a pin in it, with a glass in the middle. I know you guys seen it. If you haven't seen it, I know you've seen it. So you guys gonna have to forgive me because I know my phone is completely dead. So it's gonna jump and do what it wants to do. But anyway, what we was talking about was this Ouija board, and we would play with it. And you have somebody on the other side, or it could be two or three people on it, and you all put your hands. And we would always think that somebody was moving it. We'd be like, "You moving it? You could feel the pressure." Sometimes they, because they want to. You be like, "Oh my goodness!" You ask the thing a question. I'm just being honest. You ask the thing a question, like say for instance, and we all been there. We would always say, like say for instance, you like somebody. You would say, um, "Do Bobby like me?" And then you would wait, and then they start moving, and you'd be like, "Oh man!" Then you'd be like, "Oh, y'all just moving it," because I had so many brothers. We played with each other all the time, but we would play with this thing, right? Not knowing that down the line, to be honest with you, we were opening up portholes for these demonic spirits to come out, because you don't want to play with stuff like. And I mean, you can believe it. You don't have to believe it. Um, but I believe that that's a way of them. But we thought it was a game, and nobody told us different. I mean, even when it comes to the horoscope, if you really look at the word horoscope, what good is it gonna come out? Well, I've never heard anything really really bad on my horoscope. But you guys, I did sometimes make my day try to go with what the horoscope said. Like if it said, it never said you're going to have a terrible day. But sometimes it would say something like, be careful your family. And I'll be looking at them. Okay. So, um, you guys tell me what you're thinking about. What's going on here? Um, let's see. Okay, so Leslie, what are you talking about? Leslie. Harris, what are you talking about? If people got out and voted, well, they were lying. We can Trump out. Okay, we can Trump out of office. Oh, you can get, yeah. If people, if they got out and voted, here's the thing. If they went out and voted like they go get this chicken, yeah, things would be. I can tell y'all that. And I don't really know what's going on in this chat, but they are acting a fool. Did y'all see the video where they just acting, they jumping through the windows and stuff? I don't know what's going on with people. I don't know. Hey Frank, how you? It's unbelievable. So my girlfriend called me and she's down here. She's from Texas, Houston. No, she's from Fort Worth. And that's a little bit from Houston. I think it's like a 2 hour drive. Anyway, she's down here for 3 weeks. You guys, she says she's gonna come on and chit chat with you guys, because she hears a lot what's going on with that Malia case. We talked about it a little bit. She said she don't know the ins and outs, but she said and I'm not trying to jump. I just want to make sure that we get to this. She said that the people down there in Houston is very angry about what's going on with the police department. So, you guys, I'm going to tell you something because, and I'm just going to keep this real with you guys, that I don't think that we are praying like we should be praying. I don't think we are. I think we're looking at what's going on and we're just in a maze, but I don't think that, just like when we get ready to eat, we want to bless our food. I don't think we're praying for, even we have to pray for the police department, you guys, because you know you got to pray. And if you think prayer don't work, then you've already got a problem. But I think that the ones that do believe in something or whatever they believe in, I think that we need to at least pray that they do get justice and pray for them. You know, we can pray for Malia. We can pray for everybody that is associated with that situation. But I think that we need to pray that the police department will dig deep, or the FBI, because they're down there now. So I think there's a lot of people covering up some stuff. See, because there, for one is, and I'm sorry we jumped on this subject, but like I tell you guys, this subject is so much on my mind, I can't really help it. So forgive me if I jumped right in there. Just forgive me for a minute. We're still talking about the chicken sandwich, but right now I just want to tell you what's on my mind right now, and that is, like the FBI is down there, and I think that they're gonna uncover a lot of things that we did not know, and a lot of people is in trouble because no one's. So they're probably trying to cover some stuff up right now because there's no way that Brittany should have had that little girl. And you guys, we have not really looked at, and I didn't want to say nothing, but I'm going to say it right now, that Craig Davis, he's not no saint. And since we really don't know what happened from 7:54, from the time that they walked in that house until basically the time that Brittany was supposed to be headed to Massachusetts, which we're taking their word that she did get on that plane. Her sister's word that she was down there. I mean, at first they kept talking about a funeral, and everybody finally said, hold up, hold up. What are you talking about? He died April the 11th. They ain't had no funeral around here. What are they? Then they said, oh, that's a memorial. I don't get it. Okay, if Brittany's so out of her head, she went down there April the 11th. Then she had to go back again for the memorial service. Here's the thing. You don't have all this money, but somebody's giving you this money, and but you can't take your kids. Now, if you could have went once and then you go twice, you could have took your kids the first time. They could have seen your dad. They could have seen the other kids and all this. And as we're going through this exclusive, Helen and I are seeing a lot of discrepancies that just don't make sense, you guys. And you know, I know Helen and I, we talk about it, but we want to open you guys' eyes to some of the things. Now, like say for instance, where the car was left at. The car was left out in the middle of the parking lot of Walmart, but it was pretty close to the Avis car rental car place. Now, somebody either took the bus or caught a ride, or they went and rented a car. Did they check the Avis rental to see if any one of the family members rented the car? And for them to have that Avis rental car right there, because they parked right there. They have to have cameras. Because you know how sometimes you bring a car back from renting it and they tell you to drop the keys and stuff like that. They've got cameras out there. No doubt. I don't even have to go look it up. There's cameras out there. So they know who left the car. They know who left the car. And I'm going to share something with you guys. Here's a nugget. I don't see a lot of my our wrenches in here, are snipers. Snipers in the house. Let me see who's in here. Helen, Kevin Hart, school bus driver. Okay, that's the only snipers we got. Okay, that's the only ones I see. Let me share this with you guys. The Ouija board. Yes, it opens up the doors. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell people. It really do. And that would be our generation. Yeah, yeah. And there are 3 like on the streams, but 20 plus in the room. Oh, okay. Thank you guys. Yeah, give me those thumbs up. I wasn't even thinking about that. My minister at Joel Jackson says, my minister at church told us that when we go to the grocery store, bless your food as you put them up. Exactly. Because we're bringing stuff in our house. And I'm going to tell you guys something else. Somebody told me this, and as time went on, I got to realizing what they were saying. Now, I know this is for the women. See, even though that people are not in the room, you guys, they do come back and they look at our videos. We be having 500 plus views on a video because people are following. They just may not have the time to come in here on the lives at all time. So we do want to make sure that they get the same information. But I don't. It's probably because I don't have my phone charged up. It was dead, but I was gonna come on anyway. So even the women, when we're putting these tracks in and the weaves and the wigs and stuff, before you let them put that in your hair, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, pray about that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the women that the hair come from, real hair and stuff. They pray to their God because that's their way of getting food and money. They pray to their God on that. And, you know, just like the cows and stuff, they pray on that stuff. So you need to not just pray about your food. You need to be really right now in these times why these people are killing their kids. One day they loving them and putting them on social media, and the next day they're killing them. Walking in, we just did a story about the guy over there in Union County. Not a baby, but the girl was 15 years old. For some unknown reason, he strangled her to death and cut her throat. Now, I don't know what this little girl could have done. Then he walks into the and tells them, I just killed my daughter. I don't have no kind of background of anything to do with the police. Haven't had a ticket before. You're not gonna find me in the system. But I just killed my daughter. So we don't know why these people are doing that. And if you look in their eyes, they don't even look like a person. They look like something else is in, and they're doing things. Hey, 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 hey. Let's see. Nika in the house. Barbara Powell's in the house. Nice to have you guys. So anyway, you guys, pray. Keep, just pray. Just pray. I'm just being honest with you. Just pray. Pray about the hair that you put in your hair. Pray about, your family members, Don't just pray for yourself. Because guess what? Somebody told me this when I was younger. And so I had my children. And when you get out of a relationship, you don't want good things to happen to your ex-partner. You be like, I wish they lose their job, and I wish that, something happened to them because they treated you wrong or did something wrong or whatever. And things of that nature. Well, my mother and my grandmother and just the people around me, because I would always be around the older people. I Anyway, I used to be around older people, and they would always um, give me the 411 on what to do. And what I would do is, I would, at first, I was saying something bad. Then I started saying, they taught me to pray for the people that did me wrong. Pray for, the church. Pray for, the police, even though sometimes I felt that they were wrong. Pray for my kids, even if they lashed out at me. Pray for these people. And I started praying for these people that would do things wrong. I did. I started praying for them, and I got blessed. I wasn't Okay. I knew if we were going to talk about the Lord, you guys, I knew we were going to be buffering. We were going to be blocked or whatever. The phone going to be dead. I knew it. I knew it. But you know what? Can't nothing really keep my mouth closed, to be honest with you. My mouth is never going to be closed when it comes to telling the truth. So, I mean, you guys can believe me or it doesn't matter. We're not going to get in a debate about it. There's nothing to debate about. I'm just telling you, if you want your life to go a little bit better, I don't care what nobody say, pray about it. Don't try to do everything in the world and then come and pray about it. That's just unbelievable. I'm a, you know, that just don't even make sense. Pray about it. Even if you just say a quick prayer to say, Lord, please help me. Lord, please help this person. Lord, bless that person. And love on that person. Mean it when you say it. Anyway, we're all over the place. But I've got people in my ear telling me to don't say this, don't say that. But God is God. It doesn't matter if you believe him or not. He's still gonna be God, okay? So it is what it is. Hmm. You feel me? And I'm not like a person like, oh, I'm just so spiritual that you can't talk to me. Because trust me, 9 times out of 10, it won't come out of my mouth unless the Lord wanted to come out. I'm not that type of person that slams somebody and be like, here you go, take this. No, I'm not. Normally, you'll see it in me. You'll see it in me. Yes, I do a lot of things wrong. I don't care if people say you do this wrong. You said this. You said a cuss word. Or you went and did this. You went and played at the casino. Yeah, I probably did. So what? I'm grown. But uh, you know, the things that I need the Lord to work on me with, that I have a super problem with, that's between me and him. And he'll deliver me out of the things I need him to deliver me out of when it's good and ready. It's not on nobody else. And that's why I don't judge other people. I might say for me it's wrong or something. And so, you guys, I was in Alfonso Scott's room the other day, and I guess they're getting ready to go down to Houston. And so we want to keep them in our prayers, And um, I'm not for sure yet, but I don't know. I know that they're taking donations or whatever, and I might I might give a little donation because I can't be there myself. And so, as a person that's really, into what's happening, I don't know what he could do going down there. I don't know what he can do. But, you know, I know I can probably, give a little donation so that it'll make it easier for them while they're down there. So I'm just letting you guys, I'm not telling you to go do it. If you do, that'd be great. But we can. Oh my goodness. Honey, don't do that, baby. You sending me these messages. Because you know what? It makes my phone buff. It makes my phone goes out. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, you guys. My husband wants to tell me something. Hold on. Guys, did you guys go anywhere? Because my husband was lecturing me. Okay? I'm so sorry. He was lecturing me. But you guys, I'm gonna bless this channel regardless. I'm gonna bless it in the name of Jesus Christ. And no weapon formed against me should prosper. So I'm not worried. But he was just giving me some information. So anyway, you guys, while he was giving me this information, it done buffered and but you guys didn't go nowhere. You stayed right here. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. I don't know. It says that it's temporary off. I don't understand this. This thing is doing what it wants to do. My goodness gracious. So you guys say something to me because I got to see what's going on here. Okay, so am I off now? Yes, yes, yes. See, I don't know what's just happened. So I'm not seeing what just happened. It clicked us off. So what happened was, let me tell you guys something real quick. So my husband called me in there to give me a lecture, okay? Dude, you guys, I don't even understand what's going on here. You guys know that the minute that we talk about the Lord, it opens up doors and things, right? So just pray for the channel. It's going to do what it wants to do. And it's got us way off course. It took, I can't even get on my other phone. That's kind of strange. My husband said, see, I told you. He said, see, I told you. Yeah. I'm trying to. Oh my goodness. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, you guys, we need to make sure that we stay prayed up. Please, we need to. So I was telling you guys about um, Alfonso Scott and how he's getting ready to go down there. Now, like I was saying before, I'm not telling you guys to go do it or whatever. But the next time that I do, I'm going to donate. And because I'm going to tell you why. I see a lot of people and they're like, oh, this is so sad. And they want something. So when someone is going down there, then anytime someone say something about some money, people be like, uh-oh, you know. But I tell you what, a dollar, three, four, $5 or something, it's not gonna hurt you. You know, like I said, I don't know what they can do. I'm not gonna tell you what I donate because you can donate what you can donate if you can. But I'm gonna donate something because I can't go down there, and he is representing a part of us that believes something needs to be done. When something needs to be done, yeah, he might have enough money to go down there on his own and everything, and take his girlfriend, wife, or whoever she is, or whatever. I don't know who's all on his staff. I don't know that. I just know that somebody needs to go down there and raise a little cane. Somebody needs to go down there and see something, because they're acting like, so we want to sit back and talk about it, but we can't donate a dollar. We can't donate. That's just sad to me that we can't donate a dollar. But we say we love this little girl and she's in our hearts. And I'm not bashing you guys. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna go regardless. And like I said, I felt compelled to donate. So I'm going to have to wait until Friday to payday to donate. Because I'm just like y'all. I got to wait till payday to donate something. And, and I hope they have a good time while they down there. I hope that they get a nice room and they can eat. They ain't got to sit back and, because I don't know what he's going to be able to do, though. I mean, ask some questions, like what we need. Stay on them about it. I mean, sometimes this is why we don't have speakers and people that represent us when things is bad, because they can't afford to go. And then when they can go, or if everybody donate a dollar or something, you just don't know how powerful that can be. It can make their stay easier, and where they don't have to come back and look at a bill that they can't afford. So I can't go down there right now because I got a lot of things going on. So I am going to donate, and that is uh, Injustice Investigations with Alfonso Scott. So if you guys go over there, we're going to pray for him and his family and his team that's going down there, and hopefully that they be safe on their trip back and going down there. You guys don't know what they could be faced or getting into. They're going to be asking questions. People's not going to like asking questions, because we know that CPS done lost some paperwork on that Brittany, how she got her kids back. Now, we all know that Janet Gus, she used to work for CPS. So all of a sudden, these paperwork then came up missing. How did Brittany get her kids back? Matter of fact, it said Brittany and Craig has a history. It said they have a history of child abuse and child neglect. So everybody want to say something about Darion, and I'm not saying Darion's a poster child for a good Samaritan or anything. I'm just saying that sometimes, how did you get your kids? And okay, we seen Darion going to that car at 8:54. Brittany says she left at 8:30. Everybody else says that she left about 9:26. We don't know what time she left really. She could tell us one thing. Janet Gus ain't talking now. She used to talk. Now she ain't talking. So the stories is a whole bunch of lies. The mom said one thing. Brittany says another. The mom said that the police came in, opened up the door for them that morning because they couldn't get in. So Brittany had got into the apartment. So when the investigator is, I mean, the interview is talking to Brittany and says, "Well, why did you not go back to the house or whatever?" And she turns around and she says, "Well," he's like, "Well, didn't Darian?" And she's like, "No, Darian didn't go back to the house because because she didn't go back to the house." And so he asked her, "Well, why you didn't go back to the house?" And she didn't even answer the question. She was like, you know, the key was in the house. Well, didn't you guys say that you called the police and they let you in? Of course, if the key was in the house, you went and picked the key up. And that none of what she says is making sense. None of it. And she must think that she's smart, cute, or funny, or whatever. None of it's making sense, you guys. And it's just stupid. I wouldn't, when it comes to her story, the first thing that she says, the timing, the first thing come out of her mouth when she left is a lie. And when you know habitual lies, when you see people that has a problem with lying, they can look you dead in the face and be lying. They'd be like, but I tell you what, she's not a good liar. That's why she hides her face. She has shame. She knows she's shameful of what has happened. And I'm not saying I wasn't there, so no, I don't know. But I can tell you what, it is between Brittany, Darian, and Craig. Okay? I'm not leaving Craig out of the picture because they're the type of young kids that would leave a child in a house by themselves, and who knows when over there. Who knows who climbed through the window? Who knows if this could have been planned? We don't know. We just don't know. And Craig going over there saying, "Can I see my daughter?" You probably already know what happened to your daughter. And then they messing around with medication and stuff. You guys, it's just all just messed up. One of these days, some people were saying, "We're not going to get to know what happened. We're never going to get to know." No, yes, we are. We're going to get to know because there's something about certain people. Sometimes people like to tell tell you, you know, how smart they were, what they got away with, you know. They'll come out and tell you. See, they're gonna have to tell if they go ahead and lock Brittany up, and this is what I wish that they would do. They should go ahead and go pick her up, just like they did Darian. They should just go pick her up and then sit and wait. Charge her, charge her, and don't give her no bond out, and sit and wait. And you know what? One of them's gonna talk and charge her and be for real about it. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you guys ain't saying nothing. Barbara says he claimed he couldn't see his own child, then stated he knew what happened. Yeah, he knew what happened. He knew what happened. And how do you know what happened? You know what happened because I'm gonna tell you guys something. And then that Davis family, everybody's like, the Davis family was so, into justice and the righteousness. Why, when they were looking for somewhere to take these babies, why nobody didn't stand up? Why did Darian's mother had to go get all three of these kids when only but one of them's his? And then she had to quit her job. She lost her job taking care of these people's babies. And now her child is in jail. This is why sometimes people get scared to help people out. I see it all the time. And it is something wicked going on with stuff like that. My minister, my pastor used to tell me all the time. I live in a state that when you have a problem with your car, it used to be people would stop and Now your car is stuck on the side of the road, and you standing there with the hood up, and somebody pull up beside you or something. They might rob you. They might kill you. They might steal what you got. Or you handing them the gas can for some gas, and they keep it going. Now they got a new gas can. And or they just want to move you out the way and keep it moving. They don't want to help you or anything. So this is to do what they want to do. Almost got away with it. Mm, yeah. Yeah, she might be in jail on it. Okay. Vanessa Jones says the cousin said, "Court justice so Brittany or Street. For Brittany, one way or another, Brittany is going to be dealt with. Brittany needs to come and tell the truth of what happened to Malia." I think, I really think that Brittany is dealing with her spirit. When I was looking at all her interviews, she talks about spirits a lot. Matter of fact, she said that my old spirit. And when she took her picture, she captured her spirit. And then she says that she can't sleep and she can't eat, and her spirit can't rest because when if you feel guilty about something, that's when that you think you can live with killing somebody or harming somebody. I don't know if it was an accident or not. I do believe that it wasn't like intentional, like I'm gonna kill you today. I don't believe that for one bit. But I do believe that it was like, you didn't care for her. You were very reckless with her. You were very neglectful to her. With all of those things in the equation, in that recipe, I mean, eventually she was going to die. So I don't know what else you was going to get out of that receipt. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what you were gonna get, but you know that nothing good could have came out of it. Like if you were making a cake and you put baking powder in there and you put vinegar in there and you put gasoline in there, I mean, it's not gonna be a good cake. It's really simple. I put it in simple forms, and I know it's funny. I say some stupid stuff, but it's not going to be a good cake. But if you put the good things in it, like you put the sugar in there and you put the flavor in there, and you add a little salt so you can taste all the flavoring and things of that nature, then the cake is going to rise like it's supposed to, and then you can have a good cake. But if you put the wrong ingredients in anything, it's going to end bad. It's just going to end bad. So I look at all the people that is in that equation, and the common denominator is Brittany. And it's not Darion. I'm not Darion. He's going to do time, and he's in jail, so he's going to do time. They're going to give him time because he had no business fooling around with the corpse. And if he knew anything, he should have said something. So he's going to get time. That's just the way it is. And quit covering up for people like you're doing something, because the worst thing you can do is cover up for somebody that's doing wrong. Because if she don't go to jail and she gets those kids back and she gets your child back, then what? And then your child end up dead, not Craig's child. That can happen. Or your child come up missing. You got nothing to say. People that help people that's doing things wrong. Oh, Janie, hey, what's going on, Janie? I see you. Okay, Helen says, "Trust me, ladies, I had to learn the hard way. Thank God for his grace and mercy." Barbara Powell says, "Can't rest because Malia is hunting her." On her interview, she couldn't look at her daughter's picture. She sure couldn't. Okay, now Nana says, "Yes, ma'am, I do agree." And after the video you post, they were in the car singing, said so much, but why haven't we seen any touching, heartfelt memories with Brittany? Well, Netta, there is one video of a heart picture with Brittany, with Malia, and I think, matter of fact, I'll put it out tomorrow for you guys. I mean, I think you guys already seen it, but I'll put it out anyway because, like I said, I'm not here for just Darion or Brittany. We're here for the truth. And the thing about it, that's why we don't get into arguments. We really don't know, but it's going to come out. I guarantee you it's going to come out. It's going to come out. You know, there's no honor amongst thieves. That little girl, Brittany's going to sooner or later come out and say what happened. But you got to see, people like that, you got to put pressure on them because they don't think fat meat's greasy. You know, you got to show them that you mean business and you playing with the big kids. You're not playing with the babies and they do what you want them to do. You playing with grown folks. And when she figure it out that she's playing with life and death, and when you start doing that, and if you make deals with the devil, you know, you're gonna find out that you done went the wrong route. And I know some people say what they want to say. I can care less, you know. I know what I'm talking about. I know. You and well, you know, Mr. Scott, Janie says you and Mr. Scott needs to get together on the live. Y'all ate my, ate my fave. Oh, well, you know, Mr. Scott, I think he's in another state. But anyway, we probably can't never do no live together because he's a bulldog out there. And there's certain things I'm just not going to say because it should be common sense to us grown-ups that we shouldn't have to get on here and do that. Now, I'm not saying nothing bad about Mr. Scott because I respect him with everything in the world. I'm just saying, since this channel is for family and, I have to keep it clean. And sometimes my grandson and sometimes there's some other kids that come on this channel. So I can never, stress that type of language on this channel. So I'm not saying sometimes, sometimes just like the other day we had grown folks conversation. We had to take the kids and tell them to get on out the room because it was grown folks conversation. But on something that the kids need to know that's going on, these current events when it comes down to people getting killed and kids getting killed, I think we need to try to keep it as clean so that everybody can know the information, so these kids will know when somebody abusing them that they can come out and says, my mama just don't whoop me, my mama beat me, and so that they can go and tell, because that woman don't know that she can kill that kid. They thinking it's okay, it's all right. I'm okay with getting whoopings. You can give a kid a whooping and a spanking, and if you have to slap them, hit them, or whatever, but it's to teach them, and it's not to torture them, and it's supposed to be in a loving way, it hurts you more than it hurts them. It honestly supposed to hurt you more than it hurt them. Now they're just crying because their feelings is hurt, but you're crying because, hey, you should already know these things. You guys, I know we're past our time. We made up for it because we're now an hour in. I'm sorry for being late. I will not be late Friday, you guys. Janie says, very true. When I'm listening to Mr. Scott, I can't be around my kids. Yeah. See, but he's one of those big dogs that, if I had something going on with my kids, I would call on him to kind of help me out and represent me or find out what's going on. I got nothing bad to say about him because he says the stuff that we cannot say. You know what I'm saying? Just like the good book says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Exactly. Never spank when you're mad. Exactly, King Bay. Sometimes I was so mad at my kids, I couldn't spank them. I was just so angry and upset. So I would yell at them and go in the room, tell them to get out of my face. And then later on, we talk about it. Sometimes they still get the whooping. You guys, I got to get off of here. We were late, but, The Lord is always on time, so it is what it is, and things happen for whatever reason. Victoria, nice to see you. We're finna go. I thank everybody for coming in. Let me see. So, Victoria, you have a good evening. School bus driver, thank you for the story. You guys, if you have a story, please drop them in. And if you're not a part of the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click that bell for notifications so when we upload videos, you guys get them also. When we're doing our exclusive, you'll be added in on the list to see the exclusive when everybody else sees them. We need you guys to not just come in, but come on and join the family because our numbers is going to do things. This is when we come into these rooms and we conversate. We're gonna conversate a little bit more Friday. You guys, y'all be ready. So King Bay, you have a good night. Helen, you have a good night. I'll talk to you in a minute, Helen, just for a little bit. Janie, thank you for coming in. I love that. I love that name. Leo, I didn't see you. Good night. You have a good evening. Nika, have a good evening. Barbara Powell, thank you for coming and joining us. Nita Hall, thank you. You guys have a good evening. Vanessa, thank you for coming. Star Love, nice to see you again, Star Love. Okay, let me see. Donna Price, nice to see you in here. Helen Baker, I didn't see you, honey. Nice. I'm glad that you came in. I will see you guys, Leo. I will see you, Kevin Hart. I will see you guys Friday. I will not be late. Leslie, thank you for joining us. Alina, I didn't see you come in. Thank you for joining us. Lawana, Joe Jackson, good evening. Etta Johnson, have a good evening. I love you guys. I got to get off of here. Frank, you guys be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.